Yeah, what's up? Welcome to the What More Can I Say interview series. That's right. This is the first one up. We're still doing the podcast, but we're also doing interviews. And we got our brother from the hit shows, the hit TV shows, the haves and have not. Also, P Valley, Tyler Lepley. What's up, buddy?
Hey, my God. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate y'all for having me. What's going on?
No, absolutely, bro. First of all, let's give you congratulations, man, on being a part of two quality black shows that, man, it's got everybody talking about everything. P Valley was insane. Let me get to this. Let's jump right into the interview right here. Tyler, when you first got that script for P Valley, did you know it was gonna be as big as it was?
You know, I can't lie. I didn't know it was going to be as big as it was, because you never really know, especially when with giving art. You know, you never know how someone's going to receive it. You know what I'm saying? But I knew it was something that was going to push the culture forward. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was something that was necessary. I knew that it was going to be something. I definitely knew that it was going to. I felt like be big with the culture, not necessarily like I didn't think that it was going to translate into like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. You see what I'm saying? Like I didn't know that it was going to be such a critically acclaimed success. You know what I'm saying? Because Rotten Tomatoes is like, you know, I done seen some great flicks in there that, you know, end up getting like a 91%. You know what I'm saying? Like really good flicks get 90, 94, even, you know, to higher 80. So to come out and get a triple digit, you know, get 100%. Man, I definitely didn't expect that, but you know, it's a blessing to have a job, period. You know, let alone in this field. So you know, anything that comes after that is just you know, icing on the cake.
Absolutely. I know Zach Boog. Zach, go ahead, jump in there. I know you got some questions for Tyler.
Yeah, what's up?
First thing I want to say is I don't know if I'm talking to Tone or Tyler because y'all both y'all favor a little bit.
They go to light skin, Joe.
I'm trying to figure out which. I can't stay focused on which light skin dude. Yeah. Okay.
We cousins, man.
That's my light skinned cousin.
That's her cousin, man.
There it is, man. But I'm really interested in how I know you have an album out now, right?
Yeah.
I'm real interested in how did you transition into music? Now, were you acting first, or did the music come first?
I was actually doing music first, but you know, what popped first was the acting. You know what I mean? And even for me, like I had always thought I was going to be, you know, playing football on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? So it was a long road to really get to a place where I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm full time with the artistry. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, for me, music is something that I never really put on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? So even as I was doing my thing and I was climbing the ranks on the acting side, you know, for the last 10 years, you know, it was always a calculated thing to try to parlay the success with the acting, you know, and bring back the music. You know, even right now with my most recent album, Power of the Pink, you know, that's you know, my third album out. You know what I'm saying? So I've really been dropping for a while now. Yeah, I got a few EPs out. I got a few albums out. You know, I got several visuals out. You know what I'm saying? You can go run it up on YouTube. So it's been you know, it's been a slow process, and it's starting to mesh well. It's starting to come together.
Do you have which one do you love the most though? Is it one that you love the most?
Man, you know what? I got it.
Paying the most, man.
Yeah, now that's a great question though, because it's like, you know, both. Like I really need them, but it's like, you know, when I'm trying to you know, see with the acting side, it's like you have a bit of a box. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, even though you got to find truth and you got to bring an aspect of yourself into the character, you know, you still got to fit within the circumstances of the script in that character. You see what I'm saying? See, with the music, it's like, you know, the script is mine to tell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I have to articulate it fully, you know, from 0 to 100, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, both aspects of them I need. I really got to thank God that I got both, because they're just different mediums of expression. You know what I'm saying? And as an artist, I just have to get it out. You know what I'm saying? So I really need both of them, but I can't lie. Because I like to express myself fully, you know, like the music ends up kind of being like a passion that I've been chasing for a while. You know what I'm saying? I think I've had to put it on one. I might go music, but you know, I don't know. I feel different day to day. I just gotta thank God that I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm in the game with both of them.
That's dope.
Now, Tyler, I got to get in here and ask, as the lady on the pod,
Yes,
you
please.
are a breath of fresh air for all of us, okay? And
Thank
I know
you. I appreciate that.
you're probably tired of these comparisons, but
Who you got?
when we first saw you come across the screen, we said, he kind of looked like Drake, right? But you look better than Drake. You know what I'm saying? So that's a problem, Tyler. I just gotta say it, okay?
What's that? Why is that a problem? What you mean?
It's a problem for Drake because you act, you music, okay? And you fine as hell. Like, that's a problem for Drake.
You know, I remember being in college. This is probably like 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. Maybe 10, 11 years ago. Anyway, I remember being on campus, and so this is like when Drake was first coming out. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't as popular as he is right now. And they were like, "Yo, man, you look like that rapper Drake." And I was like, and I'm like, who? And I kept hearing it, you know what I'm saying, throughout the year. And I'm like, who the hell is Drake? You know what I'm saying? Because he was just coming out. So it's like, this has been something that's following me going back a decade now. You know what I'm saying? So I've been hearing this before I hit the acting screen.
And you know, I'm sure it's a good problem to have, okay? Because the ladies, you know, we all love Drake, but
I was gonna say Drake's doing his thing, you know?
Yeah. So now you get into his lane, you get into the music thing. What would be your dream collaboration in all of this? Like, if you had one dream collaboration on the music side, who would it be?
Man, you know what? There's a lot of people I want to collab with. You know, there's a lot, but it's like, you know, you segued that well. Because
that was Drake, nice, wasn't it?
Because Drake is probably up there. You know what I'm saying? I got respect for what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I've always seen it like, you know what I'm saying? We'll jump on a collab and then we'll mess around and host SNL together. You know what I'm saying? We'll fuck around, have a skit together, something like that. Oh. So like that's how I see it going. And you know, I got a new show coming out on Amazon called Harlem. And one of the executive producers on there is Amy Poehler. So she, you know, maybe she can backdoor that SNL skit. You know, she's a legend over there at SNL.
Put it out.
So, you know, we're gonna make it happen.
Yes, Tone can host the tour. It could be a whole light skin situation. So, you know, look, ladies, I'm booking the tour, so you know.
Hey, let's do it. Hey, that's my booking agent right there.
Yes.
There you go. Let's get it going. Hey, Tyler, man, let me go ahead and ask this. You know, the way P Valley is, right? It was set. It's set in the South. And we noticed that there were different things as it built from the beginning. Did you notice the writing? Let me just go ahead and get right to it. The writing. I felt like the writing evolved as the series got on. The people started to maybe I don't know. It was the Southern dialect was kind of too over the top, and then it got better. Do you feel like as you guys grew as a cast, everything started to come together as the show was shooting?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I got a scholarship to play football, so it's like even when you go out there, my analogies are always going back to that. You know, even when you're on the field, you know, even the championship squad coming out in that first game, you kind of got to give each other time to gel. You know what I mean? So I think that, you know, I think we felt that. I think maybe even the audience felt that too. Because even coming out of the gate, it's like, you know, to take that all in on the first episode, it can even just seem like a lot. You know what I mean? But then it's like, you know, we kind of all settled into it. You know, and I can just speak from my experience. You know, coming from Philly, you know, right outside of Philly, Northeast, it's like that dialect was specific. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we had some dialect coaches on set, but it's like, you know, to even just settle into the language of the story, which is really like it's so distinct. It's kind of like its own character. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's like, you know, you hit the nail on the head though. Yeah, it took us a little bit to settle into it. But I think by the time, you know, that 8th and final episode rolled around, you know, we were gelling. We had the chemistry going.
Yeah, it was you could tell. I thought that it was well done the way you guys evolved each one of those characters. What are we looking at for season 2? What are we looking at? How many episodes? What do you even know that right now?
Yeah, so I know the season 2 was a 10 episode pickup. So we'll go from 8 episodes to 10. But so you know, so only Couture knows, you know, what's going to happen in season 2. Couture Hall is the writer. To bring it back to the writing, man, she's from that world, right? So she knows that world. You know, but she comes from, she studied at Juilliard, you know what I'm saying? So she's very classically trained in the art of writing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like to have her mesh these two worlds, you know, I just feel, I think she did a brilliant job. So where she decides to go with it for season 2, man, I'm just as eager to find out as y'all. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty. In the writers' room, they're pretty tight-lipped. You know, she's talked to us a little bit, but they're pretty tight-lipped about it. But I know they're writing. They're writing as we speak. So they're writing season 2 right now.
Absolutely. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask, Tyler. I think I read somewhere that you're married.
No, I'm not married. I got a girlfriend. I ain't married though.
No,
I was gonna say that's tough. There's a lot of nakedness to be around.
Yeah,
I heard my girls. Go ahead.
No, I just heard that you were in a relationship, and the ladies love you. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna see if you had some advice because the ladies love me too, and just sex symbol to sex symbol. I just wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be like, bro, like they gotta stay off me. How do you keep your girl from flipping out on your fans?
Yes.
My girl has always been great with like understanding the difference between, what I do for work and, who I am when I come home. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And, some of that I think helps because she's also in the industry too.
Okay.
So she gets it. But I think the biggest thing that we value is, being able to check out of that, you know what I'm saying? To work in the public eye, and then get to a point where even like some of my extracurricular, like even right now, this will be broadcast to a lot of people, even though I'm not on set. Right. So even like my extracurricular is also, you know what I'm saying, in the public eye. So to be able to like check out of that and have our own time, she is, she values that as much as I do. You know what I'm saying? So I think she knows if that was to ever change, that would kind of change the dynamic of our relationship. So, as of right now, we're doing a good job kind of keeping those waters calm. You know what I'm saying? If that was to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because out here, shit gets crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Trust me.
So she's great differentiating too.
It's wild. I walk out, maybe ripping my shirt off. I'm like, hey, lady.
But you know what? They've been, any supporters that I've had, thus far have been like super respectful. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they get out there, they get very excited, which is dope because I love to see the excitement. I get excited right back. You know what I'm saying? But everything, all the love has been, coming from a respectful place. So I can appreciate that.
Well, that's dope. We're going to make this light skin tour happen, honey. The ladies going to be...
we're making it happen. We already routing it right now.
Now, I want to ask you this because I watched the full season and I was like, that last episode when you had the fight scene, I wanted to fight Miss Mississippi for you because I felt like, why would she get you in this mess and just leave you out here and go off with the guy? How does real life Tyler feel about that storyline? Have you ever had that happen in real life? Like, you try to help
you seen how she did your boy?
Yes, I was so pissed. I was mad.
She was crazy. So, the one thing that I'll say about it is I remember when I read it, I remember I had a similar reaction. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Because it built up for so long. And here he is. He's finally going to, open himself up enough to go ahead and do something about what he's seeing that's going on. And that's how she reacted. So I remember I felt that at first. But then as I digested it for a little bit, I saw like, it goes back to Couture and the way she wrote it. It's like, when I watched it, I saw the humanity in it. You know what I'm saying? Because like, if you, unfortunately, that happens with abused people often. You know what I'm saying? They go back to the abuser. So it's like, and it was kind of like, her heart and her mind, she was caught in this human space. You know what I'm saying? We always feel like we think we know what we're going to do and it pops off and then it pops off and something else, our the primal instinct kind of takes control. So it's like, I kind of had, so I went through that, myself as the artist. So I felt what the audience was going through. I thought that was crazy, but it was truthful. You know what I'm saying? And that's our job as artists. You know what I'm saying? Not to judge it, but like, to keep it down here and to give what the truth is.
Awesome. Now, Tyler, I have to go ahead and get right to it. Now, P-Valley, of course, we loved it. Everybody loved it. But then it had some parts in it that got everybody was like, huh? Wait a minute. Like,
like I'm talking about.
There was some interesting dynamics between the rapper and of course it was different. We hadn't seen that in a predominantly African American series, right? So what was your experience when you knew, of course you knew, you read the whole script. What was your response, and what were people talking to you about and asking questions? I'm curious to that, because this was really like a splash moment in the culture.
Yeah, you know, whether it was Lil Murda and Uncle Clifford's relationship, whether it was you know, the relationship between, you know, Diamond and Mississippi, or, you know, what the dancers were going through. There was a lot of things that, you know, were like those type of moments that you know, the audience, you know, kind of articulated. So I think, you know, what I was thinking when I was reading it, and it kind of just throughout my whole experience, not just when I was reading it, but again, it just goes back to the humanity in the characters and what is needed to bring these things to life. Like, it's very easy to slip into to get any of these roles, and, you know, you'll be in the middle of shooting and say, hey, you know what, I don't know if I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Again, with any of those relationships, especially with the girls who are going through, but any of this, because the whole story is filled with, like, you know, vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? It's very deep subject matter. You know, so I think the overwhelming thing that I felt was just like a sense of pride, and my hat's off to the artists that were involved. You know what I'm saying? For them to be able to, you know, go there, to be able to bring the truth that was needed to, you know, make this thing what it was. You know, in order to push the culture forward, you got to really be tapped in. You can't really be up here. You got to stay down here. You know what I'm saying? So, man, my hat's off to the writer for you know, for penning this thing. You know, Katori Hall. My hat's off to all my comrades. You know, especially Alphonse Nicholson, who plays Lil Murda. You know, because he's not you know, he's straight in real life. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So it's like, you know, again, you know what I'm saying, for him to go out there and put himself out there to tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? It's just my hat's off to him as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Right. It takes a powerful artist to do something like that. So, you know, and I extend that to the rest of my castmates and the crew and everyone involved, because it was just an all hands on deck type of project.
Yeah, I think everybody appreciated it. I mean, I think it was a left turn that nobody was expecting. Yeah. And I think it also gave the series the light that it needed, right? In that sense, because it would have just been another story without these real kind of characters that had, like you said, these vulnerabilities, these real relationships, these different type of things. I think that's what made this series special. And I think that it's going to be a series that's going to be around for a little bit. You guys have definitely carved your niche out into the culture. And man, I wish you nothing but the best. I think you guys
appreciate that, man,
to be on a nice little run for a minute.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I appreciate that. Thanks for those words. You know, anytime you can, you know, give a part of yourself out there and have people receive it well, it's like, you know, it's a blessing, because there's so many times we put something out there and, you know, it's maybe not received so well, or so many times we go into the audition room and we're told no. You know what I'm saying? So to get to this, you know, this moment, there's an aspect of it that kind of feels triumphant in a way, and that's not possible without the support. You see what I'm saying? From people tuning in, from people really being into the characters, people really, you know, messing with the show. So it's like, you know, everything that I'm experiencing, you know, I give it all back to the supporters, because it's really not possible without that. So, you know what I'm saying? My hat's off to y'all. So I appreciate that.
Man, appreciate it. No doubt. No doubt.
Oh,
yeah. Y'all got any final questions for Tyler before we let him out of here, man?
Hey, man, I'm coming to the city, man. I'm coming to the city. Let's go.
Hey, look.
Win.
Come on.
Hey, look. Whenever you come to Chicago, we got you. The One More Podcast, we got you. We gonna definitely take you out on the town, let you enjoy the city for sure. We cousins for real, so
yes, sir.
Y'all understand how we got the interview. That's just light-skinned cousin stuff. I gotta look out for my
man. We gotta look out for each other, man.
Right. Hey, we wish you nothing but the best, Tyler, man. Thanks a lot, man, for being a part of the show. Hey, man, continued success for you. Got anything you want to tell your fans before we get out of here?
Yeah, you know what? I think that you know, whether it's me or y'all, you know, we don't get here without you know, without following, you know, that inner voice, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So not to get deep, but it's like, you know, we all got certain obstacles to get through. You know what I'm saying? And I just implore and I urge everybody to you know, stay tuned in, stay tapped in with yourself, and stay listening to yourself, because this thing is a long journey. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people tune in to see what we do, and it thinks like, man, you know, I wish I was up there, you know what I'm saying, with the radio station with them, or I wish I was over on set. And it's like it takes a while to get here. You kind of got to find, you know, you got to find your way. So I would just you know, encourage anyone that's tuning in to you know, just be in it for the process, be in it for the long haul, and don't be afraid of the hard work.
Facts.
And it's all love. I appreciate everybody out there for sure.
Appreciate you, Tyler. Thank you very much. All right, that'll do it for us. That'll do it for our first episode of the What More Can I Say interview series. Tyler,
yes, sir.
Lepley, man.
Hey, man, we got to give a round of applause to that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Take a
That's
shot.
the first one.
You need to take a drink.
All right, man.
Look.